So this is our sixth and final video looking at homeschool memes. In our previous one, I showed you a bunch of memes about homeschool mom life, and it was a test to see if you are a homeschool mom or not. Because if you were, then you laughed and you probably broke down weeping too. Because man, there is a great side and there is a hard side also. We're going to continue with that here. Just looking at homeschool memes specifically relating to curriculum. So, if you want, keep score, see how many of these you can relate to, and that will definitely validate whether indeed you are a true homeschooler or not. So here's the first one, basically just feeling like you have no idea what you're doing as you are picking curriculum and as the homeschool year starts. This new curriculum is going to be awesome. Oh wait, that's what I said last year. Starting all excited, but then realizing that somewhere along the way, you lose a little bit of that excitement. And maybe at the end of the year, you're still excited, but in a slightly different sort of way. You're still feeling like really into the curriculum, but maybe a little bit different. Or this would never happen, right? Trying to do too much, packing too much into your schedule, and then finding that you can't do it all, which is maybe why you end up homeschooling through the whole summer also, because you never finished all the curriculum, because you were trying to do way too much. That would never happen, right? Or the flip side of that is maybe being tempted to do as little as possible. Maybe you could just unschool your kids and just do nothing. All right, I'm totally mischaracterizing unschooling, right? But again, these are memes, so this is all humor and hopefully in good fun, right? This is the other reason that you should probably not consider unschooling, and that's because everybody looks, even all the other homeschoolers, they look at unschoolers like this. Okay, again, I'm just kidding. Listen, I didn't make up these memes, by the way. I just found them. I'm just the curator. I'm putting this together for you, so don't blame me. Somebody made this meme. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. And remember also, I'm not the homeschooling mom. I'm the homeschooling dad. So, clearly I'm just a little bit out of touch with the reality of it because I'm not the one doing all the work every day. Okay, how about this one? Spending hours looking like you're looking for the right curriculum. Maybe it's like your Achilles heel, your weak spot. Or how about this? The fear that you didn't pick the right curriculum, the best curriculum. Oh, that's a tough one. Or you could just go with a complete package, like a Becca. Or, this is kind of crazy. I just noticed this. I was going to say CC, classical conversations. Cookie cutter, CC. Interesting. Or maybe, there you go, Saxon math. I did Saxon math. I don't know what that says. I need to ask my mother about this. And there was some of this, there was some of back in there too, but it was definitely a mix and match. It wasn't the complete package, yeah. But apparently there are some strong feelings about these things amongst some homeschooling mothers. Saxon, yeah, like I said, I just found these memes. So there are multiple memes here about Saxon math. Interesting. Okay, or if you were homeschooled, I pretend I went to high school. People ask what kind of high school teaches Latin. How many of us have done that? Teaching our kids the classical languages, maybe Latin, maybe Greek, or definitely in my family, Hebrew. I'm actually a biblical Hebrew teacher at holylanguage.com. So, do my kids know Hebrew? Yeah. Like my 9-year-old knows more Hebrew than your average seminary graduate and can read it, not just read it, but even like sing it to the traditional cantillations, chanting it. So yeah, that's real. And in fact, if that's something that you're interested in working into your curriculum, you may want to check this out. This is a page from our website, holylanguage.com, and this is our foundational Hebrew course. It's 40 lessons, and your kid will learn all about Hebrew, and they'll even learn to read the Bible in Hebrew, starting with the letters. And we look at all the letters and how the little pictures and how every picture somehow points to the Messiah, preaches the gospel. We do all kinds of cool devotional exercises like praying through hundreds of the Hebrew names of God and the Messiah. It's something that, honestly, you would probably want to do with your kids because you probably don't know most of this stuff. and could be a great experience. So definitely, if you're looking to work biblical classical languages into your homeschool curriculum, check out HebrewQuest at holylanguage.com. I will put the link in the description. And another great thing about homeschooling is that you can incorporate practical skills into your curriculum. Look at here's another meme with a homeschool dad. Here he's ready to pounce with hundreds of practical household skills he's always wanted to teach his kids. Yeah, if you're a homeschool dad and you're watching this, tell me in the comments what does that look like? What are your contributions? How do you teach your kids? What are the skills? Or if you're not watching this, then whoever you are, the kid, the mom, drag your the dad over here, make him watch this, and have him tell me in the comments what does homeschool dad life look like. I wish there were more memes about homeschool dads, but I just haven't been able to find very many. So maybe we need to make some so I can do another video, because this is only 6 videos and like 7 is a much more complete number. So wouldn't that be nice if I could add a 7th video with homeschool dad memes? If you're a homeschool dad and you want to make some, send them my way. Just use the contact page on my school website. The contact page at holylanguage.com. Wasn't planning to say that, but that would be pretty sweet. Definitely. We already talked about how one of the strengths of homeschooling is giving our kids real world experiences and a real life education. Like, for instance, having a baby. Every homeschool girl grows up. There's a good chance watching younger siblings being born or being somewhere around and learning a lot. So they're ready to go. Chores, definitely you can include chores in the curriculum. Maybe you've experienced this as one of your school subjects. Babysitting is another wonderful thing to add to your homeschooling curriculum. Because who pays their kids to go to school and do schoolwork, right? So if babysitting is part of the curriculum, then you really don't need to be paying your kid to be doing their schoolwork. You don't pay your kids for every single subject they do every day, do you? So yeah, there's something to consider. Cooking, that can cover at least 3 subjects apparently. Tell me which subjects you think cooking could qualify for in the comments. And then if you're really smart, you could get lucky and you could even get honors in AP classes like laundry and vacuuming. And I don't know what it means, by the way, that some of these homeschool memes have misspelled words. I'm not going to comment on that because, like I said earlier, either homeschoolers are really smart or they're really not smart. But, the mom, maybe you as a mom were, you were public schooled. So there's a lot of grace there. Just nothing but grace. Absolutely. All right. This is a little hard to read. College requires high school transcripts. Count mowing the lawn as botany, taking care of pets as animal husbandry, and making dinner as home economics like a boss. There you go. Maybe that's why homeschool kids end up doing college way earlier, because their moms just say that everything was part of the curriculum, and so kids just did a lot of schoolwork and they get a lot of credits for that. Yeah, wow. So, this is one approach. The opposite approach, of course, or actually before we go there, one little tip is just, maybe not doing the same stuff 3 years running. That might be overdoing it when it comes to being too inclusive of everything. The opposite, of course, is that nothing counts as curriculum unless it's part of your original plan. But yeah, that original plan... that can be a little bit laughable. You are totally sticking to the original plan, right? Like everything that you had planned at the beginning of the year, the schedule, all of the activities, you're still totally doing all of those things. Nothing's changed, like on the schedule or in your real life. Yeah, maybe everything's still the same on the schedule, but nothing's changed in your real life. You're still 100% following the schedule and the plan. Yeah, of course. All right. But you know what? On a more serious note, I do want to give you some encouragement. And this pretty much says it. The best lessons learned in our homeschool are always from the textbooks. Said no homeschooler ever. The most important things that your kid is learning, it's not from the curriculum. It's from you, just watching you, the way you do life, the way you navigate situations, the way you parent, the way you relate to your spouse, the way you pray. and whatever your spiritual life looks like. You are the curriculum, basically. Your kid is learning more from you than they will from anything or anybody else. And feel good about that, because you're not perfect, but you love your kid and you are doing your best. And that's the way you want your kid to grow up. You want your kid to, like, with this understanding that, you know what, my parents were not perfect. They had a lot of flaws. They made a lot of mistakes, but they were humble and they really loved me and they were doing their best. And you know what? If somebody has that approach, then they're going to have a great life. And your kid is going to have a great life because that is your approach. And remember also that the curriculum, it mostly isn't in the books. It's mostly in the world of your home, the world around Schoolhouse Earth, as it's called here. Another thing that might encourage you during those tough moments when you just want to light your curriculum on fire, remember your why. Remember the reason you chose to homeschool, and keep it in your heart. And do whatever you need to do to remember that. Write it down if you need to. Put it on the wall. Talk about it every day or every week with your husband or your wife. Do what you got to do to remember the big why, because it's easy to miss the forest for the trees. It's easy to get lost in the middle of it all. You may not always be sure if you're doing it right. You may not always feel like you're doing it right, but I do want to guarantee you that you are doing the right thing, and you are following what you believe you are called to do, and that is the most important thing. You do what you can do. You answer the call, and there will be grace for the rest. I do want to leave you with one more suggestion for a homeschooling curriculum: the God of Abraham hymnal. It is full of hymns. If you want to look at this is the bottom left here is the back cover. It is full of hymns about these themes, all themed to the biblical feasts, and it is so rich in content. And if you want to talk about homeschooling curriculum and how many different subjects chores qualify as, just reading and singing from this hymnal qualifies as so many different subjects. You have spelling, you have English literature, you have history, and you even have singing lessons. And if it's family, it's also family devotions. It's so much here. So basically, I'm going to put the link in the video description to the website, ourhymnal.com. Get yourself a copy. Get copies for your kids. Read these hymns together. Sing them together. We have melodies for all of these songs on the homepage of our or not on the homepage, but on the melodies page of our website at ourhymnal.com. And so I'll put the link in the video description for that. And just thanks for joining me in these 6 videos looking at homeschool memes, celebrating, laughing together, maybe crying together a little bit. It's been fun. Hopefully you do feel better than ever about following what you're called to do, about being the parent that you are, about doing the homeschooling work that you're doing. It's hard work, but we love our kids, and it's worth it. And I think you know that. Feel free, like I said, to share your thoughts, your experiences, curriculum experiences in the comments that I might have missed, and then upvote your favorites. And if you've loved this series, the 6 videos, hopefully you give them all a like. That tells YouTube or wherever you watch it that this is good stuff and more people should see it. Hopefully we can help homeschooling to look even better. And hopefully you'll also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and also videos that are maybe a little more serious, little more educational, both for yourself and for your kids. All right, thanks again for joining me.